Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to yet again go down the rabbit hole of Rumorville because we have another rumor about everybody's favorite character that nobody wants to see, and that is Marvel's Ironheart. So, Marvel's Ironheart was announced a long time ago, okay? And this show has been in Rumorville for a while now, and it's been a lot of rumors here and there about the show being canceled. It doesn't have an official release date. It did initially, and then it removed it and put it to a to be determined release date. And now apparently there is another rumor going around that is going to get the Batgirl treatment. It is going to get completely canned by Disney Plus, and they're going to move along from it. Now, me personally, I would love for Ironheart to come out because once Ironheart comes out, I know the views are going to be dramatic on the channel. I'm just saying from a personal standpoint, I want Ironheart to come out because it's going to be hilarious to make fun of. It really would be hilarious to see Ironheart officially released. But I do think that there is a small possibility that this rumor is true. So let's get into the article, guys, from Fandom Pulse. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing to my manga channel. The links are in the description box below. I would love to see you there. The headline reads, "Rumor is Marvel Studios' Ironheart getting the Batgirl treatment and being canned by Disney Plus." Every time I see this picture, when I see this picture of Ironheart in Wakanda Forever, man, we have fallen so hard in the MCU. We really have. We went from Robert Downey Jr. to fucking Ironheart. Like, how can anybody say that this is progressive, or how can anybody say this is progress in general? I really don't know. It says there's a buzz about Marvel Studios' Disney Plus series Ironheart potentially facing the chopping block, drawing parallels to how David Zaslav acts Batgirl. Ironheart as a concept began with Dominique Thorne's debut as the character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, earning critical acclaim and setting the stage for her character's solo plus a Disney Plus series. However, the series initially anticipated for a 2023 release date now seems slated for 2025. The question looms, is Ironheart heading down the same troubled path as Batgirl? The trajectory leading us to the point involves a convergence of factors. The global COVID pandemic and a concurrent strike by SAG-AFTRA and WGA undoubtedly impacted productions, causing inevitable delays in the streaming series timeline. Well, see, the problem is the strikes, I think, had a bigger impact than the actual coup, if you want to call it that, because the issue is that Ironheart wasn't announced during that whole time, okay? Could it have actually delayed it because of that? Maybe, but not so much compared to the strikes. The strikes had the biggest effect on all of these TV shows. All of them got delayed by 1 to 2 years. Even Snow White got delayed as well. So you got to imagine that during the strikes, these studios had a lot of time to think about things, putting it lightly. And they probably thought, should we really release some of these episodes? Should we really release some of these TV shows? Are they really going to benefit us? Do we have too much going on at once? There was a lot of these questions going around. And is a show like Ironheart going to really give anything to Disney whatsoever other than just another checkbox that's going to give them more ESG scores? Like, is there anything that they're going to benefit from? No. Ironheart is going to produce no viewership. Ironheart is going to literally tank. Like, it's going to cost them more money to produce than they will ever make back from it. And it's just one of those shows that should not exist. But it's probably going to. Let's be real. It has a black female lead. You really think that Disney is going to give that up? There's no way Disney's going to give up a black female-led TV show. It is impossible. And if they cancel it, they're going to get absolutely roasted by all the people that they try to pander to on Twitter. So it's just not going to happen. But could it possibly happen? Who knows? There's a very, very, very small percent that it could. So it says a significant player in this narrative is the Walt Disney Company itself, grappling with the aftermath of hasty streaming forays. I agree with that 100%, by the way. I feel like Disney went so forward with the streaming stuff, especially after the pandemic, that they did not think things through. And that's not just them. Like, every streaming giant went crazy with the streaming stuff, and they just went full force with it, and they lost so much money after a while. They were making a ton of money in the beginning, but when those subscribers started to go way down as things started to open back up again and people weren't stuck in their houses, there wasn't really a need for 20 different streaming services, so they started to cut, and they started to really feel the money effects from that. So I think that I agree with that statement. It definitely went hastily into the whole streaming stuff. It says CEO Bob Iger's call for a slowdown and a reevaluation of programming, coupled with content cuts, prompted Marvel Studios and others to reassess release schedules. Ironheart, initially eyeing a 2023 slot, was officially slated for 2024, only to disappear from Marvel Studios' 2024 lineup update, raising some eyebrows. Now, that's never a good sign, man. When a show disappears completely off of a lineup that it was initially on, that's basically saying the silent part out loud, if you get my drift. But again, they'll probably come back with it. A lot of people thought Echo was going to get canceled, and here we are absolutely roasting Echo every chance we get. So Ironheart will no doubt be the same exact thing. The specter of Batgirl's demise, utilized as a tax write-off by Warner Brothers Discovery, casts a shadow of concern over Ironheart's fate. Batgirl, canceled for alleged quality reasons, faces an uncertain destiny, showcasing that even with a star-studded cast and crew, a film can become unreleasable. The parallels between Batgirl and Ironheart prompt speculation about the latter's future. With Ironheart's completed filming now nearly 3 years old, it's anticipated by the 2025 release, questions linger about the series' viability and whether additional filming might be required, mirroring Batgirl's ill-fated journey. Well, here's the thing, Batgirl was a movie, right? Ironheart is a TV show. Doesn't quite cost the same, I would imagine anyway. It depends on the TV show, obviously. I don't think they're gonna put a ton of money into a show like Ironheart. That's me personally, but you gotta imagine that a lot of it's gonna be CGI based, so that's gonna raise the cost itself. I think they would more likely keep a TV show than they would a movie, me personally. So I don't see this necessarily following the same path as Batgirl, because it's not even the same situation. It's a movie versus a TV show, totally different. It says, adding complexity to the situation is a reported divergence from aligning Ironheart with the Don Cheadle starring Armor Wars film, possibly signaling significant alterations to the series' narrative. Marvel Studios, known for bold decisions, might choose to pivot around Dominique Thorne's Riri Williams while crafting a distinct storyline. On a positive note, Ironheart carries the distinction of introducing Zoe Tarakis, the first transgender and non-binary actor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tarakis expressed deep gratitude for the opportunity, emphasizing the representation Ironheart provides to transgender youth. This commitment to diversity aligns with Disney's broader strategy, underlined by former CEO Bob Chapek's acknowledgement of content as a vehicle for promoting their vision of an ideal world. Now, keep in mind, this show was announced back when Bob Chapek was running Disney, okay? That's how long ago this show was announced, and that's how long it's been in development hell. So I do think it's hilarious that they are using this show as a form of diversity shilling, and they haven't come out with it yet. Like, I would imagine that if you really want to do diversity shilling like this, you would make it a priority to come out with Ironheart first over anything else, right? But they got Echo out. That was a diversity shilling show, and it's only a matter of time before Ironheart, I'm sure, comes out as well to do the same exact thing. It says, as Ironheart saga unfolds, uncertainties abound. The delay, Disney's reassessment strategy, and the looming shadow of Batgirl's demise contribute to an air of speculation. Whether Ironheart will emerge unscathed, offering a groundbreaking narrative with Riri Williams at its helm, or succumb to the challenges and face a fate similar to Batgirl remains an intriguing mystery in the ever-evolving landscape of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I can't help but feel like this particular part right here, offering groundbreaking narrative, was definitely sarcasm, so I can appreciate it if that was the case. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing new. I don't think it's going to follow Batgirl. I think it's definitely going to release. Could there be a small chance of it being canceled? Sure, absolutely, it could be. But time is only going to tell as we move forward from here. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.